Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing a GeForce GT 1032GB GDDR5 in Black Myth Wukong. This one is the MSI Aero version of the card. We are running it with the latest Nvidia drivers, and I am overclocking it a little bit, as you can see right here, because it's a 1030, it's well below system requirements, and it's gonna suck, okay? Anyway, moving on, you can see all of its specs right here in Tech Power-Up's GPU Z. Again, it's the GDDR5 model, which is about twice as fast as the DDR4. If this gets a lot of views, I'll also try the DDR4, okay? And over on the left, I'm pairing it with a Ryzen 5 3600X CPU and 16 gigabytes of RAM, 3200 MHz DDR4 in dual channel. Let's get into it, shall we? Behold, my friends, we're getting 52 FPS in the menu, and I don't think we're going to see higher than that anywhere in this video. So enjoy the 50 FPS while you can. We're playing at 1080p to start this off using FSR 100% scaling. Frame generation is off, and everything is set to the lowest, of course. Will of the Wisp. Wait, that's the game that we should be playing on a GT 1030, actually. And here we have it, guys. The PowerPoint presentation is on. Look at that, 5 FPS. Actually, you know what? It's impressive already that the little GT 1030 can open this and launch the game without crashing. It's UE5 and so on. Oh my god, we can see all of the artifacts coming from FSR, actually. Even though it's FSR native, what we're using here, but it's super noisy in this game. I can't walk in a straight line. Wait a second. Do not attack me. Do not attack me. I'm seeing the enemy there. Okay, so that's it for 1080p native resolution. It is absolutely awful. Did you expect it to be this bad? I thought it was going to be like half the performance of the GTX 1050 Ti that I tested yesterday, but it seems to be like, what, a fourth of the performance of the 1050 Ti? Yeah, and I guess I should have seen it coming because it is a little bit slower than half a 1050 Ti. It's usually half a 1050 non-Ti. Still, 33% resolution scaling with FSR here. This is ultra performance FSR, and you can see all of that noise and artifacting, of course, which is normal since this is running the game basically at 360p at this point. It looks like an oil painting. It still runs terribly with 10 FPS. Well, at least it gets double digits sometimes. Yeah, I guess it's still not anywhere near half a GTX 1050 or 1050 Ti, guys. It's probably the bandwidth limitations on this card. It's PCI Express 3.0 times 4, which sucks, and it actually hurts its performance quite a lot in some games. But I mean, it's a GT 1030. It's not meant for gaming. Anyway, there's still frame generation in this game, of course, which we will utilize in just a little bit. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it right now. This is terrible. I'm sorry if I'm giving you a headache, but I mean, you knew what you were getting into if you clicked this video. Let's enable that frame generation, guys. And with a 2GB frame buffer on this card, I don't think it's gonna work properly. Well, not sure if it's because of the 2 gigs of VRAM, but I guess it's working, right? It's improving our frame rates by quite a lot. We're in the double digits all of the time now. But you can see that there's a wall of frame time graph right there. And that means that it just feels like crap. Well, it always feels like crap in this game with a GT 1030. But I mean, there is a ton of input lag here, okay? Wait. I'm gonna turn the mouse around. See that? See the time it takes to register. It's not as bad as in other games. Some other games with frame generation and like 30 FPS with frame generation will get much lower input lag. So this is actually one of the snappier experience in terms of input lag with frame generation. But yeah, we got a wall of frame time graph, we got 15 FPS, we got a lot of noise in the image and pixelation and artifacting coming from FG as well. It is what it is. FG won't save the 1030, but it is kind of doubling our FPS, so I'll give it that. I mean, it's doing something, right? Let's go down to 720p, which is the lowest resolution that this game allows, and I'll do 100% resolution scale once again with FSR. I'll also restart the game, set it to 720p in the desktop itself, because this game only has borderless full screen mode. And we're back to it. 720p resolution using the FSR 100% scaling, lowest settings again. And I mean, we gained what, like 4 FPS coming from 1080p? Not even that. Oh my god. Look at this over here, still dropping into single digits. No! Why are you so bad, 1030? Not even at 720p? Are you serious? Holy crap. Usually lowering the resolution when you're bandwidth limited helps a lot, but, well, not here. I guess I'm gonna drop it down to 50%. Can't do 33%, unfortunately. So this is Performance FSR. Okay, and it's 360p resolution internally. And now, it looks like it looks even worse for some reason than it did at 1080p. Oh my gosh. And it's still single digits. God damn it. Oh boy, I fell there. Yeah. What the hell? We're getting like what? 2 more FPS than at 1080p resolution with the performance or ultra performance FSR as well? Or maybe it's the same. I guess it kind of makes sense if it is the same, actually, because it's the same internal resolution. But it should be easier to run at 720p, at least with other GPUs like 1050 Ti. We saw that at 720p native, it actually got more FPS than 1080p with quality FSR, which is also 720p, but upscaled. So yeah, it's a big disappointment here. At 720p, still not going to work. Let's try to achieve 20 FPS with frame generation. If it doubles our frames, it will probably get like 24 with a lot of input lag. Yeah, there we go. We almost doubled them. Oh boy, look at all of that artifacting, guys. Holy crap, and it's stuttering like crazy, and now we're back to the wall of frame time there for a few seconds. Oh, what the hell is going on? I'm gonna start counting the FPS and continue running around, because, well, I can't really fight like that. Maybe we should tackle the boss. Actually, no, I haven't really gotten to the next boss. I died midway through there because now the enemies, the normal enemies, are also very hard to kill. Anyway, yeah. Back to the frame time wall. Not anymore. It's the great wall of frame time, my friends. You know what? This gave me an idea. A game that when you select harder difficulty, it runs worse. It runs with lower FPS, and you gotta beat the game with like 5 FPS on the maximum difficulty to get an achievement or something on Steam. That would be pretty interesting and pretty new, right, guys? Anyway, I don't think it can go much lower than this in terms of graphics, unfortunately. The best we can do is 21 FPS average and 1% lows, apparently. I'm still going to try, you know. We can change the aspect ratio, and maybe with an aspect ratio change... Oh, no. There's no 4:3. But wait a second. I still have an idea, guys. Let's do 800 by 600 in Windows. Okay. The game crashed. Of course it did. I just launched it again at 800 by 600. Yeah, it is working at 800 by 600. If you set it in the desktop, it will work at the lower resolution. So maybe we can set the desktop to like 144p and test it out that way. Like the good old days. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. It has black bars on top and the bottom of the screen as well. That is weird. It's keeping the 16:9 aspect ratio, basically. Or is it at 21:9? I don't know what I set it to. No, it's at 16:9. What if I set it to automatic? Wait a second. Also, it doesn't show us the resolution anymore. The game doesn't know what resolution we're playing on right now. And the minimum over here is 60%. So it's 60% FSR. Frame generation is on as well. And this is 800 by 600 resolution. And it gives us slightly higher Oh my god, the wall of frame time is still here. But yeah, it's giving us maybe a couple of higher FPS than previously with 720p, but this area is also a little bit more intensive than where we left it at 720 with the lowest settings. Oh my god, I can't even walk, guys. Look, I was trying to go in a straight line, but it wasn't possible. It is really hard to just turn the camera around. Also, I just noticed there's like the bottom of the screen has some weirdness going on, like a centimeter on the bottom of the screen. You can see it. It's like it's probably frame generation trying to render something properly there, and it can't because the frame rate is so low. Yeah, I can see a little line over there. Pretty weird stuff. All right. Well, this is still not enough for the cinematic frame rates. That's 24 frames per second, if you're wondering. This gets us 23 frames per second on average. All right, guys. We're here at 256 by 144 resolution on the desktop. Okay. Hopefully, I'll manage to launch the game. I'm not sure if I can do that. Oh, my God. Wait. What if I right-click? There we go. Black Myth Wukong. We're about to play it at 144p resolution. Let me just... wait, what? What did it say? The current resolution is too low to run this game? Are you kidding me, Wukong? Well, I guess we're gonna go back to 640 by 480 then. So we're now playing the game at 640 by 480 resolution, which is not supported, it doesn't show up here. And FSR, well, I'm gonna set FSR to 75%, which is the minimum. Frame generation is turned on as well. Lowest settings. Let's see how it goes. And it's almost at 30 FPS, guys. I guess it will get 30 FPS sometime in the benchmark run. So it's not the worst thing that we've seen today, right? The graphics are absolutely terrible, but of course, I was expecting to be able to play at 144p, and I am not at the moment, so... yeah, at least it's better than what would be 144p resolution, right? It doesn't really help it that much dropping down the resolution, unfortunately. And that's about it, guys, for this video. I'm sorry if I gave you a headache. I certainly have one slight headache at the moment, but it's fine. It's okay. It's still lovely to check out the 1030 here in Wukong. I really enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one very soon. And as always, love you all. Bye-bye.